I wasn't expecting any mail that morning. But there it was. A small cardboard package sitting on my doorstep. At first, I thought it had been delivered to the wrong address. Then I looked at the label. And my heart nearly stopped. The package had been mailed 20 years ago. I checked again. The postmark clearly showed the date. 20 years earlier. But that wasn't the strangest part. The sender was my mother. The problem was, my mother had died 20 years ago. My hands shook as I carried the package inside. There had to be some explanation. Maybe it was fake. Maybe someone was playing a cruel joke. But the handwriting on the label was unmistakable. I had seen it my entire childhood. Every birthday card. Every lunch note. Every Christmas gift. It was hers. Without question. I sat at the kitchen table staring at the box for almost an hour before finally opening it. Inside was an old cassette tape. A photograph. And a sealed envelope with my name written on it. To be opened when the package arrives. I felt a chill run through my body. How could she have known? My mother died when I was 8 years old. A sudden illness. One day she was there. The next she wasn't. For years I struggled to remember her voice. As time passed, the memories faded. I remembered her smile. Her laugh. The way she tucked me into bed. But her voice had slowly disappeared from my mind. And now, sitting in front of me, was a cassette tape. I searched through old boxes until I found a cassette player that had belonged to my grandfather. After several attempts, it finally worked. The tape began with static. Then I heard it. My mother's voice. Exactly as I remembered. Young. Warm. Alive. Tears instantly filled my eyes. Hello, sweetheart. If you're hearing this, then something very strange has happened. She laughed softly. I have no idea how long this package took to reach you. But if you're listening, it means you're all grown up now. I couldn't breathe. I hadn't heard her voice in 2 decades. Yet suddenly she was sitting beside me again. For nearly 20 minutes she spoke. She told stories about my childhood. Stories I had forgotten. She talked about the day I took my first steps. The time I painted the dog blue. The night I was afraid of thunderstorms and slept in her room. Then her voice became more serious. There are things I know I won't be here to tell you. So I'm recording them now. If life becomes difficult, keep going. If you fail, try again. If your heart gets broken, don't let it stay closed forever. And most importantly, don't spend your life waiting for the perfect moment. By now I was crying openly. Then she said something that completely shocked me. There is one more thing inside the package. Something I hope you never need. Confused, I searched the box again. Hidden beneath the cardboard lining was a small key. Alongside it was another note. The note contained an address. An address only a few miles away. The next morning I drove there. The address belonged to a storage facility. The manager looked surprised when I showed him the key. Then he checked his records. His face turned pale. The storage unit had been prepaid for 20 years. By my mother. No one had ever come to claim it. Until now. When the door rolled open, I froze. Inside were dozens of boxes. Photo albums. Home videos. Letters. Birthday presents. Christmas gifts. Every year of my life. She had prepared them all before she died. One gift for every birthday she knew she would miss. At the very back stood a final box. On top was a letter. I opened it slowly. Inside, my mother had written. If you're reading this, then you've made it. You survived the hard days. You became the person I always believed you could be. And even though I wasn't there to see it, I was always proud of you. Ending that night, I sat alone in my living room surrounded by memories. For 20 years I thought I had lost my mother forever. But somehow, one final package had found its way to me. 20 years late. Exactly when I needed it most. And for the first time since I was a child, I didn't feel alone. The end.